So, you know, I went live when I was on my way in IKEA. I was excited about it or whatever the case may be, but the feeling that I have of my heart is really, really heavy right now. Um, and God just does certain things where I get to deep thinking and things will be on my heart or my mind or something that I really need to speak about or talk about. And so we was at IKEA. I didn't hardly get much of nothing. But on the drive back to my aunt's house, my great aunt's house, my heart got real heavy for people in prison. It got real heavy for people in prison. Um, we're talking about people not that that go back and forth. What's the word? The R word. I'm like going blank. I'm drawing blank. But you know what I'm trying to say. That word is really funny to say. You have to pronounce it right. But you know what I'm saying. Um, Not people who have been in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And sometimes even with the ones that have been in and out, in and out, in and out, um, it has a lot to do with their upbringing and things that they've experienced that mentally messed them up early in life. But people who may have had to do, oh, this for me? Thank you. Let me see what this is. Oh, these are cute. These are cute.
I know
Thank
you
you.
like little
Thank you, my uncle.
animals.
Thank you.
My baby.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know.
Appreciate it.
Get these girls situated.
What, the girls?
Yeah, I mean, just give me $20.
Oh, okay.
And they ain't gotta be bothering y'all for no money. And then,
Gotcha.
cause I
That was
had
my
to
Uncle
find
Jay
shit
for
for.
them.
Yeah,
No.
I couldn't find
Look
shit
at you
for.
with all them stacks on stacks.
Exactly.
So I'm thinking about people in prison who might be doing time and they had to make a choice where it was either life or death for them or someone that they loved. And I think strongly about when you're down, you're sick, you're down and out in life, when you don't have money, you don't have a car, you don't have a job, just different things that can put a person down in life. And you really figure out who your friends are and who's really riding for you. When I used to be the director of a program that was for teens who would get involved in gangs back in South Carolina, a lot of the kids would get arrested and have to go do little, little time, 30 days, 60 days, stuff like that. And all the friends that they rode for or thought that was their family in these gangs or thought that they were just true friends, they would say like, you know what, Miss Camille, these people really didn't care. No one came to see me. No one did this. No one did that. So I'm thinking about that, right? Then I'm thinking about the fact that we all have to get old. We all are going to get older. And I'm looking at my great aunt who's 92, and she stays here by herself, and she does have kids here around her in St. Louis. But a lot of times once we get older, we kind of live our life, and we're not entertaining the elders as we should or the seniors as we should and checking on them. And it's crazy because I was talking to my sister and she was also saying how her grandmother on her mom's side is getting a little touch of dementia, I think she said. And so it's kind of frustrating to the family because when you're living life not realizing every day we're all getting older, you're not thinking about the changes that's going to happen to you, the changes going to happen to your children, the changes going to happen to the ones before you, like your grandmother, your great grandmothers and stuff like that. And so we just go on living life. I don't want to be in a situation where I get to a certain point and it's a struggle for me to do things and I don't have people there for me. And thinking about the people in prison, if you have a loved one in prison and they had to make a decision to do something to protect someone or do something to save a life or whatever the case may be, don't leave them there alone. Don't try to reach out to them because every one of us has our life and our life does go on, but you never know what type of situation, because if you're a real mom or dad or you ride for people that you love, you can literally be in that same situation tomorrow or the next day and not even realize it. I don't know who I'm talking to, but it was on your heart to be there, talk to, or reach out to someone, and you haven't done it yet. You will save that person alive. You don't know how mentally disturbing it is to be locked up in a facility. I used to work in the prison, so I know and I hear the conversations with the prisoners, and my husband did. So we know their mental state of not having nobody or feeling like you don't have no one there for you. And then we're not talking about people who always go in because they just feel like they above the law and don't want to obey the law. We're talking about people that may end up in there for reasons that, like I said, they had to protect something, they had to do what they had to do, and it wasn't like this is their life. They're not career criminals or anything like that. So make sure, if this is you that I'm talking to, make sure you reach out to her, him, whoever it is, and let them know that you love them, and let them know that you're there in any way, shape, or form that you can be there for them. Not in a way where it will burden you, but in a way where it's comfortable for you, but also letting them see that you do take the time out of your life to be there for them in whatever way that you can be there for them. I'm sorry for the phone, y'all. I'm sorry for the phone. Her phone is ringing. You know, she got a landline. So, yeah, do that, because that's on my heart. Do that. If you have somebody, a loved one or something that is going through that situation, do what you can to be there for them. I know when God gets me to a point that he has showed me several times that he's going to take me in my life, my heart is so heavy for my people. I'm going to be such a blessing to so many people and change so many people's lives in in so many ways, from an emotional, mental standpoint, from a financial standpoint, from different standpoints. I know that I'm going to be such a blessing, and I can't wait till God places me in that situation to be able to do that, because I see so much stuff and it makes my heart heavy, because I can't help everybody. I can't do stuff for, you know what I'm saying, everybody that I want to do it for. But the ones that I'm meant to do it for, I will make sure that I am a blessing to them in their life, and make sure it's something that can be passed down to their children. But yeah, it's like we live day to day not thinking about the ones that are locked up, the elderly. And her, it was something that I thought about even before I got on the live, because it was more so the prisoners and the people that's locked up in jail that we kind of, they get locked up and you don't pay them no attention. You know, they got 3 meals, a cot, and a shower. You get what I'm saying? So you don't think about them, but the mental frustration that they go through being locked up is something serious. It's something serious. I can't say I know fully because I haven't experienced it personally as a in that way, but to work in the institution with them and hear them speak about how they feel when it feels like you had so many people outside, but then you don't have anyone. That right there is just heavy for me to hear that. And that's the same way with just people who go from here to there. We all have ups and downs in our life. Don't ever look down on anyone. Don't ever feel like you're better than someone because they're at a down point and you feel like you're up at that time. You just never know how God might bring you down, or bring that person above you, or bring that person to a level where now you have to look up to them, and he might even make it where you have to contact them or have to be in their presence even after you've done them a certain type of way. So please be humble, be content, not complacent. You hear me say that. Be content with what you have. If you have it and you can bless someone, bless people as much as you can. Bless people as much as you can. Don't just live life like you don't care, you know, because someday, somewhere, sometime, someone's going to have it in their heart to care for you. So if you can be a caring person, it'll always come back when you need it, and in the right time that you need it in your life. So that's something that's just on my heart. Don't forget about those that are locked away. Don't forget about those that are locked away. And if you have elderly and seniors in your family, if you can chip in or get other family members and see about them, make sure they're okay, and make sure that, you know what I'm saying, their needs are being met, because we all have to get old someday. We don't stay the same age. So what you put out in the atmosphere, it will come back to you. So if this is on your heart to do that for someone close to you, and you felt like you were slacking and you wanted to do it and you never did it, to say, hey, I want to go help my uncle more, or my grandfather, or my great, whatever it is, just do it. Just do it. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to go. We're getting ready to go to Sweetie Pie's. I'm excited to go try it. I'm going to take pictures or maybe do a little bit of vlogging of me in there. And yeah, and just enjoy the time with my family. After that, we're gonna head back, bring her back because I'm taking her here, taking her to Sweetie Pie's for her birthday. Bring her back, chill with her for a few, and then head back to the hotel because the kids want to get in the pool. I love the hotel. It is so amazing. But yeah, so that's it, guys. I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys later, Gators.